Hey, good morning, guys. So today is journal day number 9, which would be Tuesday morning. And my, oh my, we had a great day yesterday. Monday, we just had, it was amazing just to be a part of, I explained yesterday about the goats, and I'm going to turn around right here, and right there's a massive acacia tree right there. And that right there, that's where we slaughtered 2 goats, and then we brought them, we cleaned all the meat and brought it right over here where you see that big bougainvillea. And just we had a lot of hands helping prep all the food and stuff like that. And this whole area back here just became almost like just a huge kitchen where we just cooked the goat and we prepped everything. And this whole back porch area is what turned into the extension of a kitchen where we cooked, they cooked rice on a huge pot over here, potatoes and carrots in another pot, and all of them had the bits and pieces of goat in it. So it was, oh my goodness, it was amazing. We had another massive pot of it's cabbage with carrots in it, and which was really good. And it had goat, some of the juice from the other stuff that was cooking off over here. We put that in with the cabbage and cooked that. And we had peas, and oh my goodness, you name it. We shucked peas right over here. I got Becca and Allie. I got videos of that. I'll post that separately. But man, we had just a bunch of people here yesterday from the village, which you see right behind us. And look, they're pretty much finished with that house. I mean, they just started that when we got here, and they're finished with that. Really cool. That right there, that is a hyena skull. Hyena got killed by a Land Rover, and it got hit by a Land Rover, ran the road to Amboseli National Park. Is right over here. Got hit by a Land Rover, ran pretty close right over here and died. And so anyways, that was weeks before we even got here. But yeah, so many people from the community came over yesterday. And I was able to be here to serve them. That was my whole total thing, was just to serve them and to smile, and just we laughed. We had a very good time all day. So we prepped all day, cooked all day, and then finally, I would say around, I don't even know what time it was, 2:30 or 3 o'clock was about the time when we finally started to eat. So that was amazing. And then everybody, I have another little video where you can see obviously the women sitting in one area and the men sitting in a different area. And then after that, we had probably about 50 kids that came, and they came, and then they were able to eat, and we had plenty for them. But I'll show you real quick, like the cattle, they're still in the pen this morning. So excuse me, they're still milking the cows right now. And it's still kind of overcast today. They said for the next several days it's going to be overcast and a possibility of rain for the next several days. So for us, what that means is warmer nights and cooler throughout the day. It might burn off just a little bit. I know yesterday was a warmer day. It burnt off a little bit in the day, but it felt really good later on. It got very warm. But yes, I mean, what a great time of fellowship with the entire, not the entire village, because it's massive, but there was many of the village villagers who live here in the village. Many of them came and got some some food, and then we had leftovers that we every single one of them came with bowls, extra bowls, and we would just fill up a bowl, and then that's what they were probably going to take to their family or to keep for some other time, a different time, but filled up bowls of food that was good for them for a later time for them to eat. So that was awesome. And then we got the thing I was telling you about yesterday. We got a surprise, and of course I knew it was coming, but our surprise was I have a whole video. It's actually a long video. It's 14 minutes, and so what happened is we got done with everything. We got done serving everything and everybody, and we started cleanup. And we got like right to the end of cleanup, and about 7 o'clock at night, the men came back, and did their dances and stuff like that for us around the fire. Oh my goodness, it was so amazing, so incredible just to be there and you just hear how they're chanting, and then get to learn like what the dances mean. Some of them are war dances. Some of them are, hey, you'll see them jumping, from time to time. And when they're jumping, they're showing their agility. And some of that is like basically kind of like a mating dance. And so they're saying, hey, look at how good I can jump. And the one that can jump, the highest, that means he can provide the best and the most for his family. So it means, so that's what they do. That's what some of that means. Another dance they have is kind of like a before going to war dance. Of course, that's older in the culture. I don't think they really do that a whole lot anymore, but they still have part of that culture, and they still do the dances because of their culture and what it means to them. And so anyways, really, really amazing. I cannot tell you how awesome it was. And then they invited Becca and Allison to come up and dance with them. So I have a video of that. I didn't want the video to be extremely long, so it actually probably was about 30 minutes of dancing. I got about 14 minutes of video of them dancing. And so I'll post that on a different video. That way you can go watch that as well. But yes, overall, I mean, there was a lot of very good conversations that went on. And so there's about a key or a core group of men. So one of the things that I learned was that in the Maasai culture, what they have is, they were telling me from 36 years old up to 48 is considered a certain generation. And so they say, I'm obviously within that generation. And then from 50 to 65 is another one. And then like basically 70 and over is a different one. And then 35 down to 20 is another generation, and then younger than 20 is a different generation. And every generation has certain tasks and certain things that they do, which was excuse me, which was really awesome to learn, and really awesome to be able to see like what do the younger generations do versus what do the older generations do. And the older generation obviously is considered to be wisdom and wise, and they don't do an extreme amount, but they do help. They still get out, and we had some calves that got loose and they kind of went way out. And so we gathered those calves, and some of those older men, they were basically out there with us and gathering the calves and trying to herd them back together and bring them back over here to this pen. And so that was really, really, really neat to see all the generations together working for that. So stuff like that happens. But yeah, so every generation has certain jobs within the village that you do. And so that was really awesome to talk with and see in here and do, but there's a core about, I would say about 10 to 12 men who I've really been spending the majority of my time with here. I just actually got done spending with two of them, Richard and Samuel. I just spent about 15 minutes, 20 minutes with them before they have to go. And so right now, so they just left me to go over, and to do watering. So to help water the cows, herd them up to the watering trough. And I do have a whole video on the watering trough. So I'm not going to put that in this video, but there's another video, 5 to 10 minute video on the watering trough, and so you can see that. So, and you see kind of like how how there's a large area and they herd the cattle, to there, and they do it in stages. So that's one of the things that they do. And so that generation, my generation, does those kinds of things. So they left off to do that, and so I'm here just catching up on the journal video, and then I'm going to go off and I'm going to go with them. But today being that it is Tuesday, Allison is not doing well, and Kristen not doing very well this morning, that much. Kristen did, she had one episode, and then I just checked on her, so don't think I'm abandoning her. And she has several other little mamas that are in there that are helping her, but I just checked on her, and she said, no, it was just that once, and she said, I feel a lot better now. So she got a little bit sick. And so, but Allison's struggling a little bit more than that, so Kristen's taking care of Allison. And then obviously Rebecca's out and about. She's working and she's doing different things. And me and Rebecca just sat down and we came up with a Bible study. So she's like, Dad, do you have your Bible? And I was like, absolutely. And so we sat down, and she's like, well, I said, what do you, sorry. So I said, what do you want it for? And she said, well, I want to do a Bible study with the kids to either this afternoon or tonight. So the kids are all in school right now. They're in session. And so, anyway, so we just sat down and we just came up with a Bible study for tonight. So we're going to go over here Tuesday night. Not a whole lot going on as far as plans wise. The team leaves out tomorrow on Wednesday, the other team. So the other team is, we have 4 other guests that are here with us. They're going to be leaving out tomorrow morning, but we're going to try to go out tonight to where the children are, right out here where we play and stuff like that with them. And we're going to do a little Bible study before we play. And so we just sat down and I was like, so what are you thinking? So we just hammered all that out. We're going to have these a couple of games that we're going to play, and stuff like that. So just really, really awesome. It's amazing how the village has just accepted us in, and accepted us as in, we're like almost part Maasai now, and so very, very, just what an honor and what a blessing it is to be able to come here, to be able to just live life with every single person that is here, get to spend time with each and every single one of them like we did yesterday, that big huge meal, and just sit there while people are eating and just have some really good conversations. We got to ask many people, who do you believe in? Where's your beliefs? And so that was a lot. Now it spurred on some really good conversation, right? And so, but it was really, really good. Great conversations. And I think so far maybe we have probably, I don't know, we're not keeping, hello, Jumbo. And so I think we have, I don't even know how many have proclaimed to accept the Lord since we've been here. I don't know, probably 10 maybe, or 11 or so have said that. We're still working. and we still have several more days that we're going to be here. And we're reminding them, hey, we're only here for a little time, but when you die, that's when eternity starts. And so you have to make a decision. Everybody is born, everybody dies. That is so prevalent out here, and they know that. We know that. We see it. Just death is all around us. And so, and you as well, I mean, if you're watching this video, you as well, you have to make a decision. If you haven't made that decision yet, you have to think of the question that really inspired me to really start thinking, is like, what is this life for? Why are you here? And if you haven't made that decision to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior yet, today is a good day, because you don't know when tomorrow it's going to be your last day. I was told yesterday from all the storytelling that we did right over here underneath this large acacia tree, maybe a month before we got here, there was like a 12-year-old boy who just got, let's just, for graphics sake, let's just say, he got entangled with an elephant, and he did not make it. He didn't win. The elephant won. And so it's like 12-year-old boy, and you sit there, and so they see that life is precious. They see that life is precious. And so it's like you have a decision to make. Where do you want to spend eternity? And so, I mean, you want to go to heaven, or hell? It's that simple. But we're bringing the good news of Jesus Christ, the Savior, to the Messiah, to the entire world. And we're just bringing the good news to people who are out here, who are living. There are many believers already. And so one of the things that we have been doing is really encouraging these believers to save money to buy a Bible. So not everybody has a Bible out here. And that's part of, it's part of the issue-ish, but to save money, to have the Word, a printed version of the Word. But, technology is really big out here. And they have, I'm going to show you this, they have this. Many of them have access to this. So they can do anything you can. They can look up TikTok. They can look up YouTube. They see all kinds of stuff, and they're asking me, hey, Kevin, what is this? What is this? What's going on with that? And so they have technology. They can see. Yes, they might be out, but they have technology. They can see what's going on, which is kind of why you see this how it's going from the hut that's like right here behind me to what you see right here in this blue house, the new housing. That's from technology. And they are accepting it, and they are increasing in their technology. And so they get it, they see it. So they're asking questions. And then there's the group of us. We've all been asked many, many questions. And so we're trying to answer as many as we can. But they have technology. They can look it up. They can Google it. They can, research it. So the other thing that they can have is they can download the Bible app on their phones, on the technology. And so that's a whole nother thing that I've been, sharing with them, is trying to get them to download the Bible app so they can read it, right from their phone. So sorry, that might be really long. I know it's 19 minutes now. But there's just so much. There's so much that happens in a day. It's really hard to try to make it super concise and to tell you everything in like 2 minutes. Really, really impossible to do. And there's so much that happens in a day that we get to encounter on a daily basis. So I try to make these, videos, obviously, honestly, as short as I can, but I want to share everything with you guys. And so, so I hope that these videos are blessing you as much as the time that is here is blessing us. And man, such an honor for us to be able to be here. And I was talking to one of the Messiah men the other day and telling him our schedule, and he said, Kevin, when your family leaves, we are going to be very sad here. You guys have to come back next year. And so I said, well, we'll have to, see about that, and we'll have to pray about that. And then I mentioned in another video, I think I mentioned it in another video, I mentioned to some of the believers that go to church, which I'm going to do. I have another video about the church, how it started, like where it started, and then where they are now, and where we worshiped on Sunday. So I have another video on that. You'll have to check that video out. It'll be at Ambaselli Church. So, but anyways, it'll be on my page, so you can look up the church. But I was talking about that and totally forgot where I was going with that. But anyways, so these guys, they're extremely sad. They said they're, oh, sorry. So I knew where I was going with that. Okay, so talking about the church that was here. So I was talking with some of the churchgoers, the believers who are here, and they said, and Kevin, we would really like for you to come back and to do a men's conference. But their men's conferences are like really long. So we'll have to see about that, because it's not cheap to be able to come here. And then to get a team up to come here and do a whole week long men's conference. Now, it would be awesome. And it would be awesome to have 40 to 50 men, come into the men's conference. That would be incredible in the Maasai village. So anyways, be thinking about that. Be praying for us in that and these decisions as they continue. They ask us if we would just live here. And I told them, I'm sorry, we can't just live here. But maybe come back, once a year or however often we can. And then maybe even do a men's conference. So tell you what, guys, thank y'all so much. And thank you for all of your support. Even if you're watching this video, God bless you. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to have a great day today, Tuesday. We've got a lot planned as far as just going around, just catching up with people, asking some follow-up questions from some of the question and answer time that we had right over here. Amazing opportunities. So many opportunities. And I guarantee you, where you are at right now, you have just as many opportunities as well. So love you guys. Thank you so much. And until next time, see you later. Bye.